Introduction. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Osama bin Laden was one of the most notorious and reviled figures in the world. Born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 1957, he was the son of a billionaire businessman and became a jihadist leader who orchestrated some of the deadliest terrorist attacks in history. In this video, we'll explore the life and legacy of Osama bin Laden. Early life. Osama bin Laden was born in 1957 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the 17th of 52 children of a billionaire businessman named Mohammed bin Laden. Osama grew up in luxury and privilege, attending exclusive schools and developing a devout interest in Islam. He studied economics and management at King Abdulaziz University in Jeddah, but became increasingly radicalized as he witnessed the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. Rise to prominence. In the 1980s, Osama bin Laden became a key figure in the Afghan resistance to the Soviet Union, which was occupying the country. He provided funding, weapons, and training to the Mujahideen fighters, who eventually succeeded in driving the Soviets out of Afghanistan. This victory made bin Laden a hero in the Muslim world, and he began to develop a network of followers who shared his extremist views. Terrorism. In the 1990s, bin Laden turned his attention to the United States, which he saw as a corrupt and decadent enemy of Islam. He began to plan and carry out a series of deadly attacks, including the 1998 bombings of the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, which killed more than 200 people. But his most notorious act came on September 11, 2001, when he orchestrated the hijacking of 4 commercial airliners, which were flown into the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Almost 3,000 people were killed in the attacks, which shocked the world and led to a global war on terror. Capture and death. After the September 11 attacks, Osama bin Laden went into hiding, evading capture for nearly a decade. He was believed to be hiding in the remote mountains of Afghanistan and Pakistan, with his exact location unknown. However, in 2010, intelligence agencies received a lead that bin Laden was living in a compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. The compound was a large, walled-in structure with high walls and few windows, located in a wealthy neighborhood in Abbottabad. It was believed to have been built specifically for bin Laden, as it was much larger and more fortified than other homes in the area. The United States began to plan a raid on the compound, with the goal of capturing or killing bin Laden. President Barack Obama personally approved the operation, which was carried out by a team of Navy SEALs on May 2, 2011. The SEAL team flew into Pakistan by helicopter and quickly made their way to the compound. After encountering resistance from the guards, the SEALs entered the main building, where they found bin Laden and his family hiding in a room on the 3rd floor. Bin Laden was shot and killed during a brief firefight, along with several other people in the compound. The SEALs collected a large amount of intelligence from the compound, including documents and computer files, before leaving the area. The death of Osama bin Laden was celebrated by many around the world, as it brought a sense of closure to those who had been affected by his terrorist attacks. However, his death also raised questions about the legality and morality of targeted killings, as well as the ongoing conflict in Afghanistan and Pakistan.